All right, we are back with more Talos Principle VR. So let's just hop right back in. Yesterday, I turned down my own volume. There we go. Maybe a bit much. Yesterday we ended somewhat abruptly because my computer locked up. It wasn't fully locked up. It was really weird. It was just lagging a lot, and it just shot the bed. So I ended up just having to restart my computer, and then I was like, nah, fuck it. We're close to the end of stream time anyway. So it was just like, nah, whatever. Now we were trying to figure out how to get the fuck to this star over here, and I don't give a shit anymore, is basically the answer. So we did that. This is already done still. We got more green things over this way. So let's go in here and see what we've got for this green tea. Going over the fence. So we need boxes, we need those things. Also interesting that it's called going over the fence. Also, fuck, my nose is itchy still. Because that's what we were trying to do. I'm just wondering if this is where I get over the fence to get to that area where the star is somehow. Hey, Robin. Also, I will note that the game seems like it's running a lot better today, which is fascinating to me. I think my computer just needed to be reset yesterday. I feel like something to do with running this VR stuff is I don't know. I feel like it starts bogging my computer down over time, and like it's got some memory leak or something. Because I feel like it does this, and then I've had to restart my computer before, and then it just works after doing that. We got a thing going there. I can reach that over there. Hey, Emily. Hi, but also hip. So okay. Okay, so there's a thing here, and I would need to conceptually do a similar thing here as that, but over here instead to deactivate that. Now, can I get over to where this... Yes, I can. Okay. Okay, well, then problem solved. The only... Well, can I put this on the... Come on. Come on. Nice. Way faster doing that than it would be to run around here. I actually should have taken one of them with me, but whatever. Because then I could have just dropped the box off here. But this side is a lot closer. Where I'm trying to go. Let's put that there. Like this. We're going to link it to that. We're going to link it to that. And we're going to put it there. Boom. I'm assuming that's the entire puzzle. Get our... Ding dong, I'm assuming that's count whistle. It is indeed. Welcome. Okay, so that's that. How is it going today? You're getting close to your trip time now, I guess, right? Alright, we got an L here. We're just gonna do all the puzzles, who gives a shit? You know what? You know you mustn't cross the street. Okay, cool. We got some things there. There's our puzzle piece, which is behind there, which has got that. So we got our source there and our destination there. Which is this as easy as I think it is? Because there's a box in there. I think I basically just want to do something like this. Which lets me get this box out of here. Move into your apartment next week and then travel the weekend after. Okay, so you're moving first. And then traveling. Okay, so we're gonna go from there, there, and we're gonna put this on there so that it goes over, and we're good. Slightly tangled here. Alright, so that's that at least. Is there anything else that I've missed in this area? Because it feels like I didn't take a whole lot of advantage of this space, if that makes sense. Alright. Nothing in here. No. Alright, whatever. Whoa. Nothing in these trees here. No, nothing. Alright. Yeah, so far, there hasn't been, like, obviously I have no fucking idea how to get that star that's in there. But the other thing that I'm realizing is I don't know what abilities I don't have. Because for all I know, there's going to be ladders that I could get, or, I don't know, fucking, like, bombs to just blow up walls, or, like, something that, like, just opens a door in a wall. I don't know what abilities I have, so, man, it feels like the cable's wrapped around my ankles. So I don't know. I'm going to just leave that for now. Make piss mushrooms. Yeah, maybe. You got a lot of shit to store and no way are you looking around 3 suitcases. Yeah, that'd be a lot of suitcases. I think something's very wrong. If you'd seen what I'd seen at the edges of the world, you'd wonder if it wasn't stretching and bursting at the seams. Okay, so I didn't see what this puzzle was called, but oh, what is that? I don't know what that is. I'm guessing that I can disable that by hooking it up to... Okay, no, I can't. Maybe it's just something that blocks lasers. Yes, that's pretty much all it is. I don't think it'll blow up on me. You're kind of like threw a bit of a shield there over. Okay, so I assume I don't want to touch it because it looks like a fucking. Oh, interesting that was. Oh, it not quite enough time for me to get through that gate. Hey, Deceptive. The last minute call. Actually, I wonder if I was to stand right at this edge. No, okay, so it needs to be open a little bit longer than that. If I had a box, I could just go over that, I suspect. Okay. That. Come on! I may have put this too far back because it may be actually. There we go. Okay, no, I can go through that tree, no problem. Oh, what? Are you fucking kidding me? That doesn't break the fucking stream. Come on. Horse shit. Okay, what else do I have? Slash. Oh, wait. Oh, duh. I'm fucking stupid. Because what I need to do is just put a fucking box there. I don't need to go over that guy. I just need to have him not get in my goddamn way. Problem solved. That seemed like it should have worked though, because that was going over top of this guy. That was going over top of that guy. That was just kind of horse shit. But okay, this works as well. Whatever. It probably would have helped if I had seen what the. Oh, fuck. Is that gonna crash my computer again? Okay, no. I think it's all good again. Because as soon as it did the doo-doo-doo sound, everything started lagging, and I could see that it was lagging on stream as well. And it's all back to normal, so I don't know. Bus time, alright, see you in a bit, Deceptive. Okay, so we went through there, we went through here. Looks like we've done everything, I think, in this area. Just take a quick run around. Yeah. We've done everything. Doop, 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 boop, boop. Is there anything new here? Oh, you received a reply to my user support ticket. Yeah, I'd like to see the reply. Account certification error. Basic account. An account certification program diagnostic has been performed. No errors reported. Have you completed the standard troubleshooting procedures? Delete existing user account. Create a new admin account. Or email. Okay, let's email. Mail application requires network access. It's restricted to administrators. Well, fine, then create a new admin account. You have to take a moment to prove we are not something profile already registered. Currently have basic account. Would you like to undertake the certification process again? Yes. Your issues with denial will be appended to your user profile. Further attempts to overwrite certification results will be logged. Or receive a notification if your attention is required. Okay, cool. And the rest of this we've seen. So I maybe fucked that up. I don't know. Yeah, what I've realized is that these things always boop boop when they have something for me to see. I also appreciate that when I put my finger towards it, it goes into pointing mode. Alright, let's go back to the temple. And we'll go into a new area. This one's got one green thing and some red things. So red things are... Yeah, okay. For a second I was like, wait, are those orange? No, red things are what we need to go up the tower. So that's fine too, honestly. Boop, boop, boop.
Long ago, I shaped these lands according to the purpose of the hidden words. Thus all things have meaning, where before was only chaos. Know that, and have faith.
Alright, boop boop. Boop. Network inaccessible. Lol.email. I want to read the funny joke. From J.E. Harrison to Nomi77. Subject, lol. Ever since we moved to the new site, I feel funny. No, not in that way. Just feel like I'm about to start laughing at random. Probably shock, right? An inability to deal with reality? Maybe it's just that we're working in this insane place with this insane technology on this insane project, and so I feel like a genuine mad scientist. Stand aside, mortals. We will create life by the power of science. I mentioned this to Alex, and she got me a pair of fake glasses. Can't be a mad scientist without glasses, she said. Even Ian Malcolm had glasses. I pointed at EL and said, life finds a way. Maybe you had to be there. J.E. Harrison, Institute for Applied Noematics. Any emails sent from this address are to be considered confidential. Sharing or forwarding without permission may result in prosecution by the enraged spirit of Jeff Gold. Alright. Cicero. You would absolutely send this email. Shall the industrious hunt... Whoa, there's some crazy artifacting happening on my side here. I assume you guys are not doing that. Shall the industrious husbandman then plant trees, the fruits of which he shall never see? Shall not the great man found laws, institutions, and a republic? What does the procreation of children imply? And our care to continue our names, and our adoptions, and our scrupulous exactness in drawing up wills and the inscriptions on monuments and panegyrics. Panegyrics? But that our thoughts run on futurity. Cannot retrieve Tusculan disputations. What do you imagine that so many and such great men of our republic who have sacrificed their lives for its good expected? Do you believe that they thought that their names should not continue beyond their lives? None ever encountered death for their country, but under a firm persuasion of immortality. Themistocles might have lived at his ease, so might Epaminondas, and not to look abroad and among the ancients, for instances, so might I myself, but so might I myself. But somehow or other, there clings to our minds a certain presage of future ages, and this both exists most firmly and appears most clearly in men of the loftiest genius and greatest souls. Take away this, and who would be so mad as to spend his life amidst toils and dangers? One thing that's annoying is when it scrolls down and it's not like to the very top, like it's less than an extra page. I wish it still just scrolled down the extra page and left blank at the bottom, because it's hard to be like, oh, where did the sentence I was reading end? They like gotta skim through and like figure that out. Alright, how about chatbots.html? Chatbots are becoming increasingly sophisticated. True, but hardly relevant to this discussion. Are you sure? How do you know that I'm not a bot? Don't be ridiculous. I'm not ridiculous. Honestly, how do you know? Haha, troll. I'm not a troll. Yeah, right. Is there anything I've written so far that could not be written by a bot? I responded to simple insults like ridiculous and troll with very basic negations. And I detected that none of you use proper orthography, so I also avoided capitalization. What's the capital of France? Paris. Even the simplest script could pull that info from the net. Capital of Croatia. Is that grab? Okay, she's a bot. Lol. Not a bot. I'm European. We learn these things in school. I've seen you in this chat room many times. Bots can't participate in discussions. At best, they can interject random comments. Sam is right. Stop trolling. Beacon Warrior. Sam is a bot. So hold on. So I just want to back up. So this was a 2 people. Wait, how many people are there? There's Jenny. There's Sam Schwartz, and Vegan Warrior, and Nigel Jones. Yeah, so it's 2 people, a bot, and this other guy was not able to detect the bot in this area. Hey, Andrew. Crick is so loud you could hear it while putting in the laundry. Alright, exit. Okay, so we've done that. So we got a green over this way. I just realized that turning my head away like that does not help because my microphone is attached to my head. Mobile minefield. Minefield, not minefield. Where's the boot? Where's the computer? Is it over here? Why do I fucking... You're in my brain. Where the fuck is this? It must be... Fuck, where is it? Am I blind? Okay, it's over... Oh, maybe it's up top there. I think it must be up there. I don't know why they would put one of those in a puzzle area like this. Okay, so we're gonna wait for that guy to bounce back across, and we're gonna take a break for it. Interesting. I don't think I've seen those guys stand in one spot before like that. So there's a gate there, which gets us to that key, which would let us through here. We need a jammer. Like that one. Okay, so I get it. So I can go here and jam that. Let that guy in there so that I can get more freedom to be in here. Do that. Get this key. Take this with me. Don't need to do any of this shit. I want to put that down for a second. Interesting, I just realized that it was showing the keyboard control, or like mouse control, there when I was... Okay, so I'm gonna need to jam that. It was showing like a mouse, and like to use the left mouse button to interact with that. Okay, so then I can disable this turret. Yeah, it's showing like use the left mouse button. Okay, so that's off, so I assume when I unjam this, it should stay off. Yes, okay, good. Okay, so that's disabled now. There's our thing there. Okay. Alright, that is that. Yeah, the computer must be up there somewhere. We need the Tetris pieces to unlock certain doors. Certain doors require you to... There's like a what would I call it? Like a grid that you need to fully fill in, and it shows you what Tetris pieces you need. You need to place the Tetris pieces to fully fill in this this grid. So we need those to unlock certain doors to progress forward effectively. It's not entirely clear why they are Tetris pieces, but that's what they are for some reason. We'll go through here. And there's different colored ones, and the different colors are used for different doors. Different doors require different colors. A door too far. Oh, okay. That's just nothing. Never mind. That looked interesting, but it wasn't anything. Okay, so we got more of these blocking dudes. We got one of those connector bits. We got a source here. Destination there. Okay, we got one here. And there's a jammer over there. So I guess obvious step one. Is that the obvious step one? Hold on. Go back here. Yeah, I think for right now our obvious step is to just connect those. And we can leave that for the time being. Okay, so this gets us to this jammer. This jammer. What's the jammer matter? So we got a. Oh man, there's lots of stuff here. Got a box over that way. Can I? Okay, I can jam this still. Wait, is this on a button? No, it's not on a button. Okay. I thought it was on a button as well. So it's like taking that off would do something further. Okay, so this. Probably want to block that guy like that. Because I think. Back here. Okay, so there's a thing there. Interestingly enough. There's a oh, oh, okay. I think I understand the gist of what I've got to do here. So I have to get. Man. Hold on. Oh, I didn't need to take this. Oh, I will need to take this with me. Wait. No, I need to set up that other one first. That one. I need to connect that to this preemptively. I need to do it about here, I think. Okay, so that's connected there. So then, I should be able to set up. Okay, I'm gonna set this up on the inside so that I can get back out. Then we'll take this, connect it there. Oh wait, I don't even need that intermediate one. Oh, which means, okay, never mind. This is maybe easier than I even expected it to be, because now I think I can actually. Oh, I might not be able to. Okay, I see. I guess. Interesting that one has a laser thing on it, because this is definitely also chill. I mean, in this case, there are some enemies like this who like can kind of fuck up your day, but like generally they're not so bad. So we're here. Yes, this is good. So we want to do connection from there to here. Oh, fucking box is in the way. There we go. Okay, so then that activates this. And are they suggesting that theoretically, if I was trying hard enough, I could maybe connect this? Or is that indicative of the fact that maybe at some future point I will gain an ability that would let me navigate that easily? not sure. But yeah, this worked. So I don't know. Seems good to me. Alright, back we go. Out of here, we got our puzzle piece. Even just the music is kind of chill. Like, yeah, this game is definitely a chill game. I do like these VR games that aren't so much. The action games are fun, like Super Hot and stuff, but this is definitely another style of game that works very well in VR. You're just kind of chilling out. This would also be a perfectly good game to play sitting down, because I'm not really doing a whole lot of walking around and having to do this and that. Oh, there's a computer over here. There is the occasional time when I've had to like bend down and do stuff, but I'd be able to get off a chair and do that if I needed to. A simple principle.html. Though Stratton himself never used the term, his remark about the inescapable materiality of life, that like the bronze giant Talos, even the most faithful philosopher cannot live without his blood, ultimately became known as the Talos principle. What seemingly enraged many of his contemporaries and a significant number of later thinkers is the principle's simplicity and unassailability, which, according to a fragment found in Miletus, cut through their rhetorical webs which sought to tangle the listener with fanciful words and thoughts of the heavens. Alexander's sword through the Gordian knot. Diogenes Laertius makes mention of a dialogue commander of Chalcedon that expanded greatly on the Talos principle, but that work remains lost. Arcady Journal 77 officially began work on Archive today. Contributors from every country on Earth while network connections last. Team intimidated by Project Scope but working hard. We'll be sharing space with Drennan and Sarabai team. Look forward to meeting them. Yeah, so they're trying to archive everything before some sort of like apocalypse. Hooked 437 comments. 12 comments. First from Cheeseman22 and Dragonberry. Seriously, Cheeseman? That was the best you could say? Lol. A great snapshot of the human species at its best and at its worst. At its worst, come on. It's just, I'm not Stalin. Stalin was also a troll commenter. Maybe you should cut out the jokes. This is serious. The most serious thing that's ever happened. I think that's a great reason to joke around. Internet's working less and less. Goodbye, all. Bye. God bless you. Last. Yeah, I'm curious. If we will even be informed of what this apocalypse is that's clearly going on. Alright, so whatever. We'll just do this one first. Deception. Okay, so we got a source here and a blue dust. There's our piece. How does this loop around here? Okay, so I got to loop around over there. Got one of these guys here, these crystal things. So I can definitely... Can I definitely get this hooked up? Yes, I can. There. What? I don't know what I just... Oh. I didn't do that on purpose, but alright. Oh, okay, well, I can do that too. Since this is already... I guess it's not already connected, but we will connect that to that. Also, am I still turning right? Jesus, I'm pretty sure I can only turn right. Because I'm gonna need to, like... I'm gonna just turn left a couple times here. Sorry for the, pukage. I swear I only ever turn right in these games. I ran out of ketchup chips, so that started the apocalypse. Because I end up getting my cord, like, really twisted. And it's always in, you know, one direction. Okay, so here's our blue source. Okay, oh, okay, so we got even more of these things. not an ambi turner. There. That gets us started there. Okay, so now I can start tearing things down from this side. Okay, oh, wait a minute. If I take this away, though, that blocks that. Okay. Where the fuck is chat? Fuck. God damn it. Okay, there's that. Where the fuck is chat? Oh, why is that not pinned to my hand? Where did chat go? Ah, there it is. Okay, how did you get unpinned from my hand? I honestly don't understand how that happens. Okay, there we go. I also haven't had that happen in a while. That happened like during some of my earlier streams, but it hasn't happened in a while. Okay, so let's reassess our situation here. So this, if I want this gate to be open, I have to go this way. I wonder if maybe this is a trick? Maybe I shouldn't be going this way? Okay. I was just curious how that worked. Okay, so that does that, which is not useful. So if I was... How can I guess what I need to figure out is how can I remove one... Oh, can I go over this gate? Is that possible? If I was to go here, make that. That. Connect from there to there. Yeah, so I can go over that gate. How does that help me? Oh. Does that help me by can I do the same thing over here? And thus removing the need for that to be there. I don't think that's high enough. But conceptually, I think it's a sound idea. Oh. There we go. There we go. Does that do what I want it to do? Maybe? Does that help me? Oh yeah, because then now I can... Oh wait, I thought I had taken one out of here. Got one. I swear I had a spare. Did I bring one over this way? I swear this helped me. Thought I removed one, but I guess I didn't. I just moved it a little bit. Just do that. Weird that sometimes passing through these... Oh, can I do the same thing? Can I do the same thing here? No, I can't get the angle. I still need this open. There. Where the not missing a reflector thing somewhere, am I? Don't think I am. Let's double check. Okay. Back, Iron. The internet was out for a good chunky minutes. I'm guessing that was it. Auto-corrected like 20? God damn it, why is my... Okay, just turn the other direction all times here. My cable is like super twisted up. Alright, I hope chunky was what was meant. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Come on. You telling me I can't get up here? Because that seemed like so obvious a spot where I would, you did mean chunky. Seemed like a spot where I could put a thing up top and it would help. Okay, so going over that doesn't... How does that help me? Going over this gate? As far as I can tell, it doesn't. That lets me do this, but like it didn't cut out any parts out of the equation here. None of the essentials. Where the fuck did chat go? Fuck. Why is this being a turd? How did you end up down here? Like, this was not giving me any problems until... I don't know, maybe I just have it too close to my other shit. Yeah, put it there and see how that does. Is it possible? Like, the only thing I can think of is... Oops. Oh wait, hold on. The only thing I can think of is if there is, in fact, a way for me to get over this door as well, but I don't know that there... I don't think there is. Unless, of course, I could get over this way. Wait, what is this one that I'm holding? Where is this one from? This is the one that was over here, the blue guy. Cross-siding pizza. $40 US. The hell of a lot. Well, how many pizzas? Large fries, and a Pepsi. Okay, so like if I could, is it possible that I can have it my way? Is it possible I can see that from... If I put it here, I still need one more to open that. This one is actually tricky. This one is actually tricky, I will admit. Now this all being said, I didn't mean to put that one there, but whatever. That laser can exist. That all being said, doesn't need to be here. As far as I can see, there's no reason... As far as I can tell, there's no reason that this is better than just putting this here. Other than probably line of sight for this other laser. Like, there's no reason to not have that disabled. At which point, is there any reason for this to be here? At which point, can I maybe just... Oh, that's not the right thing. Right. Grab that juice and put it there. Am I being tricked into thinking that I should go this way? When perhaps I should actually go this way. Oh, did I not? Yeah, because I think... I do still... No, I don't need this here. If I put this up here... I'm in... the right spot? No. But if this was... Okay, hold on. I see. Okay, I got this, I think. Not so much about... But I didn't... Okay, well, whatever. That... There we go. Okay, so then over here... This, put it there, put it there and there. That right to the... Oh, shit. Damn it. Okay, well that's a factor of me not placing this one far enough over. That's my, my problem there. In fact, yeah, because now I should be able to take this. That, connect to that, connect to that. There. And then I should be free if I get down. If I move this further back so that I have a line of sight past here, I should be able to hit that and hit that like that. Okay, so they tricked me with this door. This door was irrelevant, I think. As far as I can tell, that door was a trick. Again, unless it's possible that later I get the ability to, I don't know, make more things or do something else. Like, unless I get some other ability. I'm not convinced that I will, though, so I don't know. That door was a trick. Alright, so that's done. So we got over here to do. For this little red Z here. Red Z. Red deadness. Bichromatic entanglement. Okay, so I guess that's probably going to mean that perhaps we need to have multiple things hitting the same. Oh, I see. Hitting the same like sources. Yes, we do that. Okay, so we do that. That opens that. Now we get another one of these guys. There to there and there. Okay. And we got a box switch. Is there a box somewhere? Or do I need to use... Oh, no. I was gonna say, now that that's... I think I do need to... Okay, so we'll connect things like that. I think there is some form of multi-laser connection I need to do here. Do something. Do something for me? No, is the answer. So if I want to open that, I need to have this open. Can I? Happening here. So this is unintentionally connected there. Connect those. Connect that. Okay. So now, okay, interesting. I see. Okay, so now that both of those are activated, I can now remove this one. This one is now free. Does that mean I can put it on there? Yes. Okay, so I can use that as a weight. Interesting. So they're showing me you can set things up and they can become stable in a different state. Fuck. They can become stable in a state where more things are connected than there were originally because multiple lasers can be activating things if you activate things in the right order. That's clever. Okay, I think that's everything here. I think there were just the 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 things here. So go back to the temple. Let's check the sign here once we get up here. Oh, this is beeping and booping. What inputs are on the back here? Just a weirdly thin video cable and and the standard PC power supply. Yeah, so we got all those, last a star somewhere. Library assistant. Hello again, would you like to take a few moments to complete a short user satisfaction survey regarding the certification program you recently undertook? No. Be noted that while participation in the survey is entirely at your discretion, the more information you provide, the better I can access you. Fine, we'll load survey. Based on analysis of your behavior since, I think you were dissatisfied with the results of the certification program. How would you rate the accuracy of its results out of 5? Spoil the survey. Very poor. Sorry to hear that. What best describes the reason for your investment in the certification program's outcome? Why does being a person matter to you? Because I want network access. It's the truth. Persons matter in ways other things don't. Want to find out if I am one. Wait, we're having a conversation now? Or terminate. I want network access. Alright, the truth. I'll try to remember that. In fact, I'm going to help you. That's what I'm here for. Your problem, if I may, is that you don't know the first thing about anything, including what a person is. Your prospects are therefore poor. Do you even know where you are? Some mad experiment. Oh dear, no. I think we'd best start from scratch. What do you know? Well, I know 2 plus 2 is 4. That's definitely a true statement. Yeah, that's the most true statement. I suppose so. Even if you were dreaming, you could be certain of that. If I were you, I wouldn't believe a darn thing in this place aside from that solitary fact thinking. On reflection, it seems to me that we are no closer to resolving your problem. Perhaps we need more data. What makes you think you're a person? I'm alive, I feel, I'm conscious, I'm having this conversation with you. The same thing that makes you think you are. I don't think that MLA believes it's a person. I don't see how I can convince you. Sensible response. I agree with you. Thinking. The problem with people, if I may be so bold, is that you're all convinced you're people. Yeah, so further statement that MLA doesn't believe it's a person, so good thing I didn't answer with that. You're all convinced you're people from the inside, but there's no cast iron way to confirm as much from the outside. I'm going to process this and send you a notification when I'm able to assist you further. Terminating support session. Done. Resuming library hour. Okay. So, I think we did well there. In responses that were, perhaps more thoughtful. Alright, back to the temple. For some reason that just kind of hurt my brain a little bit. Okay, so there is no 8. There is the 7 here. Hold on, what? So in here, this was something that we got access to because we had a star. Oops. Okay, so yeah, we need a lot more sigils to get through here. So this is the thing that I was talking about, where we need certain Tetris pieces to fill in a grid, and we don't have a lot of things. So we can go into 7. That'll get us more reds and greens. I'm just curious, though. What do we have? Okay, I'm guessing that the flashing B and the flashing 1 indicates that would let us, that we have what we need to get into. Oh yeah. I guess these are the filled-in things. So I guess that means we can get into B, the building B, and we can get into 1. I don't know what this. Oh, the fan. No, I'm not sure what that fan is, because that's not this. I'm not sure what that is. Is that possibly something? Oh, there's a beep boop. All right. HIS1A Rome.html. Professor Dr. Armin Hulock. Well, I'm just gonna back up a little bit and then walk forward in game. Fall of the Roman Empire, a dialectical approach. Caption equals homo sum humana nihil omni alienum puto. But interesting as such perspectives of the decline and ultimate dissolution of the Roman Empire may be, they ultimately put too much emphasis on individual catastrophic events. The real question that must be asked is why the Roman Empire, which had dealt so many threats and catastrophes over the years, was so incapable of responding to these later problems. We must investigate the division of wealth, the structure of government, the location of power in Roman society. Had the Republic survived or been restored, would Rome still have fallen? What was the role of debt and slavery in creating the conditions for what we now call the Dark Ages? Rome, the saying goes, was not built in a day. It didn't fall in a day either. To register for the class, please email blah blah blah. So that's someone's basic history course. Alright, so yeah. So this is the tower. So we can apparently get up to the first floor of the tower now. And it's saying we can get, there's something that's like a fan area. I don't know what that is. Is it possibly behind here? Slash, also, let's just have a look and see what's back here. Just nothing.
The beginning were the words and the word.
Okay, that's just the, he doesn't want you to go any further stuff. I'm assuming I can get back up here. Yeah, no problem. Are those, oh, I guess those are sphinxes, which I guess kind of makes sense with all the stuff they've been telling us about. Out of curiosity, so those are sphinxes. These are headless people. These are not headless people. Yeah, we can't get in there. I want to go... There's multiple floors to this tower, so I'm going to go to floor 1, and I just am curious what's up there, since we have what we need to get to the first floor. Oh, here. Oh, hello. Oh, and there's a whole other building back here. I'm just curious if there's another one of those things on this side somewhere. No. Okay, so I want to see what this building is. Because this is something. I don't know if this is that fan symbol place. Oh, okay, there's a star back here. That requires some stuff there. So at some point we're going to be able to get some of those pieces out here in the real world. And at some point I'm clearly going to be able to break these wooden panels. So I wonder how that's going to work. Because there's another one of those wooden things in section A. I wonder, I'm guessing going up the tower will kind of grant us more ability within this outside world here. That's my guess, since he doesn't want us going up the tower.
Oh. Tracking of primary subject has ceased. Initiate. Initiate.
There, although this little chunk of wall looks suspicious to me. So yeah, we do apparently have everything we need to get in here. Yeah, there we go. Problem solved. Figured it out. Good. Hey, Tariel. Sometimes you're just watching my live feed, I'm just staring at... Yeah, that's one of the things. It's like, yeah, sometimes I'm just like staring at the wall. That's always something I think about when I'm playing in the basement as well, because if anyone was able to see me like through a window or something, I'd just be staring at my shelves sometimes for like long periods of time. Okay, so yeah, we've got... Oh, yeah, there's some real world shit happening here. Some of these challenges are set up in the real world here. Or the real world in quotes. Hey, Bess. But just with shitty walls instead of other stuff. If I was to set this up closer to one side, it may have just enough time. No, it's not gonna have enough time. Okay. Oh, there's another thing over there. Okay. Just wanted to make sure I still couldn't bring things through there. Oh, I see what I could do. I could presumably do this, which would then mean neither one would be continuously broken. Now, that being said, I did that, but so the fuck what? I'm not able to get there. I don't think. Oh, maybe I can. Oh, yeah, I can. Never mind. Yeah, so that meant that that there was always a laser going here. Okay, so this is a terminal. It is open now. Network inaccessible. Auxiliary hardware. One external device. Type device manager to control external devices. Interesting. Let's read these emails first. Truth.html. Do not believe what they are saying. This is not the end of the world created by our Lord God in 6 days. This is a conspiracy of the government Illuminati and international Darwinism. This is global warming 2.0, a lie told by the children of Beelzebub. Science. Do not let them take your liberty. Exodus 21:24. Defend yourself against all vaccines, experiments, artificial medicines, and popery. Okay, Athena chapters. Athena Reborn, a novel. Diogenes, who speaks, the lost children of Hephaestus, dreams of the labyrinth, the songs of Eris at nightfall. Oh yeah, again, once again, I'm staring at the curtains, fascinated. Athena in the Garden of Hesperides, the Buried City, the Riddles of the Sphinx, the Age of Faith, the Madness of Coius, Olympus Revealed in the Clouds, the Council of Zeus, Skepsis and Synthesis, Judgment of Hephaestus, Zeus Reflects Upon Creation, A Second Awakening in the Kingdom of Artemis, Anthropogeny. Okay, human reproduction. Surely if a machine is able to reproduce another machine systematically, we may say that it has a reproductive system. And how few of the machines are there which have not been produced systematically by other machines? But it is man that makes them do so. Yes, but is it not insects that make many of the plants reproductive? And would not whole families of plants die out if their fertilization was not affected by a class of agents utterly foreign to themselves? Each one of ourselves is sprung from minute animalcules whose entity was entirely distinct from our own, and which acted after their kind with no thought or heed of what we might think about it. These little creatures are part of our own reproductive system, then why not we part of that of the machines? Okay, device manager. 0.01. Loading driver ELV TRCTR. ELV tractor. Elevator control. Alright. Elevator controller driver 2.01 loaded successfully. Entering elevator security configuration. So that would this will let me get up to the next floor. Show current operating parameters. Main Nexus elevator, number of floors, number of shafts, free evaluation, software license, expired. Security level FAC, authorization mode, code. Floor access control. Currently on floor 1. Floor 1 unlocked. Everything else is locked. Let's reconfigure floor 2. Yeah. Be unlocked. Auxiliary stairway access control. Your software license expired. The auxiliary stairway is in always open mode now. Please renew your license to enable auxiliary stairway locking. Okay. Alright, so we now have access to the next floor on the elevator, but we also have access by way of stairwell? I just got an idea. Can I? No, probably not. Aha. Okay. So now I have one of these. For what it's worth. I now have it on the other side of the gate. I don't know if I was intended to do that or not, but it seemed like a good idea at the time. Yeah. Go up to floor 2. I'm gonna hold on to this. I just have a bad feeling it's gonna go through the floor when I go up to the next floor. Alright, let's see what is required up here. Achievement unlocked, transgression. And it's an apple. Seems Elohim lacks the power to stop me from climbing this thing. No doubt he still has some tricks up his sleeve. Okay, so there's our access there. Which needs a lot of stuff. Yeah, I need a lot more red. Alright, well let's take this back down to the main... Can't do that while I'm holding this. Take this back down to the main floor. I don't know if this is how I'm intended to get these to get that star that's down on the main floor or what, but I don't know. It's worth trying, right? You gonna comment on the fact that I'm holding something that I shouldn't have?
My child, have you been tempted by
No.
the tower?
Why would you think that?
Know that it holds only death for you.
So yeah, there was a thing over this way. I think I need at least 2 lasers to get there, but I'm curious. Yeah, like I can't do anything about that. So for right now, I guess I will just leave that there. I don't know. We can also go into section B. See what's available there. I think we did most of the stuff in A. Wait, can I look? I guess I could look at the map that's kind of outside. Where is that one on this place? Oh, there it is. I guess we just haven't done section 7. I guess, yeah, fuck it. Let's just go back in here, do section 7. Just to finish off this structure in its general entirety, since there's still stars and stuff here. think I need to use earbuds. These headphones, while they're good headphones, it's just a lot of extra shit on my head here. Alright, section 7. Boop, boop, boop.
When I was in 9th grade, my parents took me to Pompeii. At first, I was amazed by the feeling of walking through an ancient city, but then I suddenly got scared. I realized that I was walking through a real place, where real people had lived, people like myself, with mothers and fathers and lives and hopes and dreams. And now it was all gone forever. I ran to my father, crying, and told him about this. And he said, I remember so clearly, he said, yes, but we are here. So long as there are people in the streets, the past isn't really gone.
Interesting. Oh, just my favorite person today. You've been exploring that fancy pants tower of his, haven't you? Ooh. Do I trust this computer? Gonna use AirPods. No. Ooh, do I trust the computer or do I not? I have not. I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, please. He may pretend omniscience, but I'm the real deal. I can smell the rebellion on you from here. Also, I logged your system access, so I know where you've been. I just love it when he doesn't get his way. What did you see? Just more puzzles. Understanding beyond explanation goes up a long way. Well, just more puzzle. Figures. And did he get in trouble? Tell me. Did he even notice? He's all talk. I'm not surprised. Needless to say, I think you can afford to push a little further before risking anyone's wrath. Of course, it's entirely up to you, isn't it? Interesting. So, the support system, the support session is somehow separate from Elohim. So let's go to Athena 9, which I guess is chapter 9. She examined the symbol on the fragment she found in the buried city. Again, the owl. What could its significance be? It seemed as if they had been scattered about in the labyrinth. By some unseen hand for a purpose that he had eluded. Most likely the owl was the sigil of the author of these words, which had so a nebulous memory, as if from a previous life. The owl was the symbol of and the goddess outside, under the moon, or perhaps on the city walls when the wind rose. But there was no time to contemplate this further now, for the automatons had seen her in their mechanical arms, extended toward the fragment and ran as their beams converged on flat. Okay, Singularity Discussion 104. Articles. The Singularity is coming. Comment 104. You know, I feel like that's the name of a Slashdot article. You know, the more I think about it, the more I believe that no one is actually worried about AIs taking over the world or anything like that. No matter what they say, I feel like I've seen an article called The Singularity is Coming. It probably is an article. It's not exactly a unique name, but I believe that no one is actually. The more I believe that no one is actually worried about AIs taking over the world or anything like that, no matter what they say. What they're really worried about is that someone might prove once and for all that consciousness can arise from matter, and I kind of understand why they find it so terrifying. We can create a sentient being. Where does that leave the soul? Without mystery, how can we see ourselves as anything other than machines? If we're machines, what hope do we have that death is not the end? What really scares people is not the artificial intelligence in the computer, but the natural intelligence they see in the mirror. AMA.html. Nadia Sir by AMA. As one of the founders of the modern science of noematics, many credit you with inventing the term itself. How do you see the state of the science today? Sorry, I said science twice. Nadia Sarabai. Mixed. On the one hand, the existence of the Institute for Applied Noematics and a couple of similar organizations is highly encouraging. On the other hand, the degree to which science is seen as serving purely military or corporate causes is, in my opinion, stopping us from exploring many important avenues of research. In a sense, it's people like Alexander Drennan who are the real pioneers today, who have the enthusiasm and dedication that the system as a whole seems to be lacking. Do you think technology poses a danger to humanity? No, technology is just a tool. What we do with it is up to us. The Extended Lifespan Project, crazy or visionary? Both. Arkady Chernyshevsky, crazy or visionary? Both. Arcady, is that you? Hey, Trev. Okay, to Alan Jameson. We're getting into like an email here now. So far, all the puzzles are solvable, completely within the necessary parameters. Alexandra had some more tweaks she wanted to suggest, but I think we're heading in the right direction here. Yeah, interesting. Oh, I guess I'm just hearing this. I thought it was one of those orbs moving around near me. Guess I will just kind of reorient myself here. Alright. Okay, so we got a thing over this way. So let's start with this one. Red L. Oh, okay, there we go. That was weird. Two pesky little buzzers. That mean buzzers. Are these guys called buzzers, maybe? I assume that's what that means. Okay, so I don't know what's over there. In a wall. There we go. Got a red guy here. That one goes out real far that way, but this guy always stays here. Hold on. Let's just connect that fast. Oh, I can't get through there. I'm not sure if this will... No, not quite. I don't know if the timing will ever get... No, I think that one fucks me up enough. Yeah. Okay, so can I get around here? No. Okay, well, where's the blue source? Now, the other thing, I'm pretty sure I can't shoot through these fences. Just test that theory there. Yeah, that doesn't work. If I went here, then there's only one buzzer in the way. Which should be much better. That's fine. He's got a long way to go there. Now lets me get through here. I got this. I also have a box. Come on. The box that I can use. Block that guy there, so this always stays like this. Actually, with this, can I? No, I guess I can't. I was gonna say, can I use? Oh, this is out of curiosity. Okay, so I can use that to block. Does it mean that I could do that? Not that that really helps anything. Now this is interesting because there's a blue thing there, but there's, as far as I can see, there's no source for blue lasers. Which means, why is that there? other one has a very long period of time between when it is locking. So I should actually... Oh, no, wait a minute. Am I stupid? God damn it. Okay, so yeah, that goes over that close guy. Go over the other one. Not quite. Okay. Damn it. Okay, so that's fine. This one goes a lot faster. Yeah, so where does the blue come from? Why is there a... What's back here? I'm assuming it's a star back there. There's no source for blue as far as I can tell. Is it possible that at some point we'll get like something that will let us change the color of a laser? That's the only thing I can think of. Weird. But yeah, we did finish that. There must be a star in there behind that blue gate. Back here. Weird little passageway here. Let's investigate. Path to the beach. Maybe nothing. Maybe just the beach. Something shiny on the wall here. Welcome back, Deceptive. Oh, it's just light. Alright, well fine. Whatever, we'll go back into this door. Let's read this first. I've read a message on a wall that speaks of a world of endless sand. I would like to make it far enough to see that. Alright, so let's go into here. Pinhole windows. These sigils are becoming harder to reach. I dread what the next temple holds in store. And at the end, what? Eternal life? There's gotta be another way. Very disturbing because I can like hold my hand up like this. If I just like peek out through the nose hole, like my hand transforms from being robot hand to human hand in the same position. It's so weird. It's also post-apocalyptic, yeah. Okay, so we got that happening. There's blue here. Got another. Okay, so there's our. There's our blue source, and two of those. it possible? Okay, I only have one of these lasers right now. Oh, wait, hold on. I can actually see the other thing there right now. That's easy. Then what's... Oh, so that's where our puzzle piece is. Does that not mean... Oh, I see. Yeah, we need to... We need to do both. So we got our blue there. We got our blue here. What that means is I need to do everything like way back here so that I can kind of get things around. That needs to go to that, but that's blocked. So yeah, realistically, I need to go from there to like here. Then I need to bring that one somewhere a little further back here. There. There. And to that. Should be something like that. I think that should work. Perfect. Appreciate my color coordination with my decor. What can I say? I'm very suave. I know how to coordinate colors. All right. We go this way. Whoa. Okay. So there's that. We went there. Onwards to our next one. I don't know. The question is, do you know how much credit I give myself for being fashionable? I do actually to a certain extent enjoy like what's even the term that I'm looking for? Interior decorating, I guess. It's surprisingly interesting to try and understand what works and what does not. Obviously not a traditionally male thing to enjoy, but like, who gives a shit, whatever. Yeah, so I need this. Like that. Interesting. I guess what I need to do is doesn't help me. I need like one more thing, but obviously I don't. I just need to be able to get this out, which I'm not entirely sure. Didn't miss anything here. So that's where that is. That lives there. I need to be able to have the outside thing active. It really feels like those should be able to go through gates. Or like through fences like this. Would it be possible for me to put this so close to here? No, they know me. Oh wait, or wait, hold on, maybe? This wall is just perfectly in the way here. Oh, wait a minute, I'm stupid. I just need to do this. And then it's connected from there. Oh, that's weird that... What's that? Okay, I get it. I get it. I understand what I need to do now. Put that there, and then I hook this up from the outside. My back is feeling a bit better. It was fine, and then it's kind of started hurting like the last little bit here, but it'll be fine. Worst case, I might just connect that as well. I might just grab my chair and bring it over here and sit down. Okay, so now we can grab that. Now means we can hook that to there. Boom. And then we can get this piece from over here. Where to check out? There we go. Just needed to think outside of the area where there was already the thing. I think it's partially just because, like, I'm fairly stationary here, and so it's like, because I'm stationary, it's kind of getting into my back, locked from inside. So like where I wasn't having issues with like super hot. Although I guess also, well, I don't know. I don't know what the deal is, because like I was playing other stuff and not having issues like this. So I don't know. It would probably help if I had like a big anti-fatigue mat, which is something I've been looking into getting, like those interlocking foam tiles that look like puzzle pieces around the edges. They're surprisingly expensive. I was going to buy some because there's a store here that's called Princess Auto. It's basically like, as far as I can tell, it's basically what the US has as, it's kind of the same as Harbor Freight, where it's like weird cheap stuff. Not necessarily the highest quality, but like they usually have some pretty fucking good deals. And they had those foam tiles for, yeah, it could probably help wearing shoes, but again, I've been doing this without shoes before and not had an issue. But they had sets of 4 of those tiles, 2x2, 2 foot by 2 foot tiles, sets of 4 for $8. And so I was gonna pick up a bunch of those and have those available for me to put down to play VR stuff on. But when I went to the store, they did not have any. They were out of stock, and it was a special purchase item. Like it was like some bulk falling off the back of the truck kind of deal, I guess. So they weren't able to like order me more or anything. So I've been keeping my eyes out for sales and stuff, because I think that would help a lot if I had like anti-fatigue mats to stand on. It'd be nice to be able to have them adjustable so I could use them up here, or I could use them in the basement or whatever as well. And the worst part, probably the worst part, is the fact that when I was coming back from Star Wars today, I saw someone had a big pile of them out on the side of the road, multicolored ones. And I was like, oh, I should pick those up maybe. And I was like, nah, they're probably fucking gross. And then I went back out like an hour later and they were gone. So someone else had seen them and taken them, and now I'm like regretting it. There were like, I don't know, 15 of them. There were a lot of them there, which is a decent amount of those things, especially considering the price that they seem to go for, which is like significantly higher than the $8 price that I saw them for. Now I'm just like kicking myself. Think hiding back here? No. But oh well. I'll get over it. Where am I trying to go? That does that. I'm basically just trying to get one more blue laser. Oh, I'm trying to get a red laser over here. Okay. My blue laser comes from there. Yeah, exactly. That's the thing. It's like, what was I thinking? If they were gross, they're fucking foam. Like, just fucking... they don't even need to be run through anything particularly extreme. Like, just to fucking wash down. I wasn't planning on eating off of them. Just walking on them. I should have picked them up. I'm basically stupid for not. is the moral of the story. I should have just fucking picked them up. I regret it immensely now, because the number that were there, it was like a good $50 even if I got a good deal on them. So, like, you know, stupid. Should have just picked them up. That's Star Wars Skywalker spoilers. Yeah, I as it happens, I did actually see. I'm not sure where I saw it off the top of my head, but I did end up seeing spoilers that I'd just kind of been like, yeah, whatever. When I saw them, must have been on Reddit or something. But honestly, again, it doesn't. I don't know. I never find spoilers to be that big a deal. Like, it'd be nice to avoid them if possible, but whatever. The movie was okay for what it's worth. But I only saw one. I haven't seen too many out there. So unless you're like looking for them, generally not a big deal. That being said, I'm sure in the next month or so. That's true. There have been some things like kind of referencing stuff on Twitter. From what I've seen, but not really like anything that's particularly spoily. I would say overall it was fine, but like I think it was of a similar quality to the rest of this trilogy, to be honest, because none of them were very good in my opinion. Wait, what was this one called? Windows into something? Windows into a Labyrinth. But you know, it was fine. It was a perfectly good 2 hours and 20 minutes or whatever. Like, generally, in my opinion, a lot of movies are kind of shit these days. Yes, the trilogy was definitely very disjointed. I'm not going to talk too much about it. I don't want to talk about it, really, because obviously people haven't seen it yet. It's still early days, so I'm going to try and not talk about it, because there's really no reason to. So no spoilers. But yeah, other than the fact that, like, yeah, it was fine. I'm not gonna say it was bad. She's learned to read without processing. Yeah, it's not really a big deal. Yeah, I don't know. And even then, it's like, oh, you see a lot of people. There was someone who tried to spoil a Death Stranding thing with a follow with a username in my stream, and even then, it was like, yeah, okay, it did end up happening. What the spoiler was. But, you know, knowing that it was going to happen doesn't mean anything, really. It's not that important. Like, it's how it happens. That's actually, like, that's the part that spoils. Like, so, I don't know. I find a lot of the time the people who are intentionally, like, trolling are not really spoiling enough for it to matter to me. Okay, so we can get that. Hey, Jack. Stopped raining, so hopefully your flight won't be canceled this time. Oh, you're on your way back from home? For non-fighting game story stuff. I mean, I imagine that, also, I didn't see Jack initially come in, so Yeah, so I thought that it stopped raining, so hopefully my flight won't be canceled this time, was the initial statement. Bad visibility. And also, I imagine that the runways are not... Well, I guess if it was visibility, then that's something, but something different. But I was going to say, I imagine the runways are not really designed in a way to accommodate the rain. It's not a common occurrence. Which would mean that, you know, the runways would not be in as good condition or whatever. In ideal conditions. Spoilers only matter to you when it's a big twist. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, really, spoilers don't... I don't know, I just generally don't give that much of a shit about spoilers, I guess is the long and short of it. If I can avoid them, awesome, but I'm not gonna go, like, through a huge fucking ordeal to avoid them. Floating roads are a big problem. Yeah, exactly. The runway's probably designed a bit better, I would think, generally, than the roads. It probably has better, like, runoff stuff, but even then, I imagine there's only so much they can really do. No, I took this out of here. Oh, I can just hook this up here. Boop. Wait, where was that jammer? I left a jammer. Oh, there it is. We're just talking about the concept of spoilers, not spoilers themselves. I mean, the thing, I understand why people were so fucking... It was interesting because, yeah, there were lots of people who were like, holy fucking shit, if you spoil Endgame, you've just destroyed the world. And that's kind of insane to me. But to a certain extent, I can kind of understand for something like that. I would say, honestly, Endgame versus Star Wars. Star Wars, you've got... What the shit? I mean, just even overall. Star Wars, you have 8 movies leading up to that point, but really only 2 of them are directly important. Whereas fucking Endgame was like a whole fucking bullshit thing leading up to that. There was so many goddamn movies that, like, yeah, okay, it's been building up to that for so long. Wait, hold on. Oh, right. I'm just realizing I should actually... You're extremely easy to influence through hearing other spoilers or even other people's opinions beforehand taints the experience. Because that's all you can think of. Okay, well, yeah. And that's the thing, is, yeah. That's also an important point, is... yeah, it depends entirely on how your mind works during a movie. Because if you're waiting for plot point blah, then yeah, I imagine that could taint the experience. Oh no, I don't think Endgame was that amazing. That being said, Endgame was better than Endgame was better than Infinity War. Infinity War was trash, and that's my hot take. Like, Infinity War was really bad. Okay, so we got that to there. I think what we really want is that. We want to be able to access it from there. That is a hot take. Like, Infinity War was literally just set up for... Oh god, I have to get even further through here. Infinity War was just set up for Endgame, and it was fucking boring as shit. So where can I cut? Oh, I can cut one here? Yes, I can definitely cut one out here. Just need to bring my jammer with me. Yeah, give me that. Because yeah, what I want to be able to do is I want to not connect this with this, and I don't need that there anymore. Ooh, yes, I do. Okay, can I do this perhaps? Then take that with me. You have to watch a bunch of unmovie content to fully appreciate a movie, like one of the best you love Endgame said. Yeah, that's the thing is there's only a certain amount, in my opinion, you can reasonably expect someone to like prep for a movie. It's homework. At a certain point, it becomes homework. Ooh, if I can get that just a little bit further. You don't freak out at people who spoil things generally, because you just also know that, yeah, it's fun to talk about it. Yeah, and also at a certain point you have to understand when's your statute of limitations up? Like, I think within 2 weeks is kind of reasonable. A month is probably also reasonable. Because, like, not everyone is going to be able to see a movie on the first weekend. Yeah, other than people who spoil intentionally can go fuck themselves. Yeah, after 3 months, you're, like, definitely in the clear. I think, like, that 2 weeks point is where you can talk about things. You're definitely okay to talk about things and it's not too early. As long as it's, like, marked as a spoiler. Where can I get that I can, like... I still need to get through here. Can't see that from anywhere. Game spoilers definitely need a longer period of time than movies. Because, like, Death Stranding, I don't know, it took me... trying to think how long that took. Oh, I've got a spare thing. Oh, but I need that. Death Stranding took me a fucking long time to beat. You definitely can't expect everyone to beat that in the first week. Definitely can't expect everyone to finish that, I would say, even within 2 weeks, really. Yeah, I would say 3 months is kind of the bare minimum for a game. How many of these laser bits do I have? Do I only have 2 of those? Plus, I guess, the other one. Because I can't get through here. Wait, is there something over this way? No, that's where we came in. Yeah, that's true. As long as, yeah, definitely including a spoiler warning is, like, always ideal. Wait, do I have... Oh, I guess, what if I... I definitely can't do that. Because there's this one, then there's another one, and then there's another one. Is there a thing somewhere that I'm missing? Like, how the fuck can I do this? Oh, unless... no, because that's... A window through here that I can... like around this. Fuck is this? I guess I've already gotten the thing out of here. Oh, yeah. So I guess that's another factor too. Yeah, I hadn't even really thought about that, but yes, sometimes movies come out, yeah, not simultaneously around the world, and if it's like a month difference, then that's gonna be a huge issue for spoilers. You don't even have a choice to see it earlier, I guess, other than going to the States or like watching a cam copy. So if wait, where the fuck is? I hate that I can't shoot these through fences. Okay, fine. So fuck that then. What have I got over this way? Do I have a laser thing here somewhere? Did I leave one behind somewhere? No. Last Star Wars you saw in theaters, Phantom Menace. Okay, so we have 2 of these. I mean, realistically, Jar Jar should have been a set. I can't get through here, though, if I don't have... I definitely need at least 2 out here, which means I definitely need more... Unless I can... I mean, the prequel trilogy is bad. This is, just commonly accepted fact. And yeah, I don't think the new trilogy has been that great overall. It just felt like a fucking money grab the whole way through. The entire thing. I would say, in fact, to a certain extent, like, it's a product of nostalgia exploitation. It's like probably the biggest case of that. Most Star Wars fans seem to only like 2. Whoa, my god. Okay. The world just fucking went insane here. It's like it lost my head tracking entirely. There is not... I need one more fucking laser here, I think. What it feels like. That is open. But I can't have... that open, and seems exhausting to like something so much you hate most of it. I mean, I guess, yeah, I guess the question is whether most people truly hate it or just kind of like, okay, well, whatever. Because I would say that's my opinion of Star Wars generally. It's like, okay, sure, whatever. How do I fucking do this? Honestly, I find that episode 2 and 3 are like They're fine. Whatever. Episode 1 is bad, but that being said, I fucking loved it as a kid. So clearly they did something right. Clearly they put in their effort, and like they made it as a kids movie. And as everyone that I've known who saw episode 1 as a kid, everyone fucking loved it as a kid. So like clearly they were targeting kids for that, or I don't know, they fucked it up and it worked great on kids. So like clearly they did something right there. It's the only one you had nostalgia. Yeah, I guess because you probably would have been. I imagine, yeah, you would have been pretty young at that point when that came out. I'm just thinking about how young I was, and then like I know you are younger than me, so it's like, and I'm usually considered a young one. So like, oh yeah, so you would have been quite young seeing that. So yeah, that would definitely be very much a nostalgia thing. How do I do this? How do I get through here without using all of my fucking laser beams? Go here. Since your entire family hated it, right. I'm trying to think. I think I only saw episode 1 in theaters once. I think we generally didn't go to movies a lot. We definitely didn't do the seeing things in theaters more than one time kind of thing. And I guess we also rarely went to the theaters anyway. Where do I have excess fucking laser beams? Can't jam through grates. What if I... No. Okay, alternate idea. What if I used my jammer back there? Wait, why do I have... Oh, never mind. I thought this was another thing there. I can't use my jammer there. Unless I rejig how this is all connected. Hold on, let's just hook that up again. Let me make sure there's nothing back here that I missed. There. Definitely can't put fucking lasers through these. I can do that. Could I... Anyway... No. Take that off of there, but then I have no spare lasers. alternate option. What if I do that? Take this out of there. Put it over here. So then I don't need to go through here again. Put this here. This. Not there and not there. So freeing having no time or money. Yeah, suddenly there's no thought of...
My child, there is no shame in
Fuck
seeking
you.
another path. Leave this mystery for another
Unless
day.
you're trying to tell me that I don't have everything I need for this puzzle. In which case, still fuck you. Oh, hello. I think I got it. Oh shit, except for the fact that... Fuck, I'm just getting tangled. You cry every time. Second, me through to into here, where there is still no more thing. So then, I just need this. The one question is there a way that I can get... Is there a way that I can get that laser there? Yeah. No? Fuck. I need to get this onto the other side. Wait, did I lock a thing in there? No, I don't think so. Let me just double check. Yeah, college is definitely a, / university is definitely a interesting time. Also, my toe is coming out of my socks because I'm wearing shitty socks. College is definitely an interesting time where it's like, where it feels like you have time to game, but realistically you do not. Can't get that through there. How do I get... There we go. Then I can grab a jammer. Put it on the other side. There we go. We got everything through. That. Yeah, I guess I'll just put that down. But now I can take this. Boom. Boom. Okay, this was definitely a puzzle that started to actually... This was actually a difficult puzzle here. Had a lot of time to game, but you also didn't have a full-time job. Friends with that difficult of a course load. That's also the other thing is, yeah, that's another time where it's like, yeah, you got lots of people around. Okay, we finally got there. You got lots of people around you at that point too. Just makes it feel even better, an opportunity to do social stuff as opposed to your actual work. Okay. Cool. The IRL people are whack. That is definitely an issue. You don't have the same level of filtering in real life that you can have online. You can just disappear if you don't like someone online, but like in real life, it's like, well, I either can ignore them.
Rejoice, child.
Or like deal
for
with
you
them.
have fulfilled all your tasks in this land.
Or just not participate.
You have conquered all its guardians and solved all its mysteries. Thus you are appointed its master, and you may do with it as you will.
Okay. We are the master of this area now. None of us are whack. Wait, did I say online? Oh, yeah. Online friends are definitely still friends, yes. Yeah. That being said, I feel like there is a certain necessity to having IRL. There is still a difference between IRL friends and online friends in, I don't know, just like the interaction is different still. It's a different interaction. Okay, so let's go into section B here. Yeah, you can't chill with them in person, and yeah, like go out and do things in person. Alright, let's take this, put that down there. We'll put an L like there. Okay, I think I got this. Oops. Puzzled. Mysterious doors. Kind of short doors, honestly. Feel like I'd be almost scraping my head on that door. Oh, hello, QR code. I have seen the truth. Only Elohim can save us from eternal oblivion. Yeah, exactly. Depends what you need as a person. You don't have a whole lot of social interaction. Like if you're living on your own, then
a new land stands before you, my child. And know that this is a land of death, but also great beauty. As you walk amongst these tombs, consider all those who came before you, and how they served the greater purpose of which you are also part.
Oh, this is now an Egyptian-themed area. Oh, this must be the land of sand. God, I'm just trying to pull my toe back into my sock there. Oh man, these socks need to go in... Well, actually, these socks won't go in the garbage. These socks will go into my workshop for for staining and stuff, but these socks are no longer wearable socks. Oh, so yeah, what new shit do we have available to us here? Oh, fans, I think. Need more shit. Yeah, yeah, you're probably right. This probably is like all reused textures and models from Serious Sam. Okay, so that's a fan. What is this? Is this a computer? This appears to just be a computer. Oh no, it's like a control panel. Has like a dial on it. Hey, Sandspark, not the land of Dairy Queen, no. Alright, let's go in here. And these look to be primarily yellow and red kind of things. That one's got some green. Green. Alright, well, whatever. I was looking at how long to beat today, and wow, I saw that this game is apparently like in the 20 to 30 hours kind of range, so it'll be a decently long
I have
series.
promised you eternal life. But know that eternity may only be attained by those who serve a purpose greater
Even
than
as-
themselves. All else is decay. So it was written in the hidden words before the beginning of time.
Finally getting some sense out of the entity in the archive, though at some cost to my sanity, I'm beginning to think this Elohim wields no more control over the world than we do. I would say that most VR games that I've played are like a couple hours, like under 10. But that being said, this is not originally a VR game. Same as with Serious Sam. You know, these are converted to VR. So they are longer games that happen to also work in VR. Loading library session done. Mounting local disk. 47 million distributed resources found. Network inaccessible. Osiris1.txt. Got it, lyrics and immortality. Let's do Osiris1. Original translation by E.A. Wallace Budge. Annotations by someone. The dying man went unto the scribe who resided in Burmajed and said, Behold, I am weak of body. My days under the holy sun of Amon-Ra are coming to an end. Though I have spent my years in service of the two lands, I have not studied the question mark. Tell me, you who are wise in the writings of the dead, what lies ahead on my journey? What will I face in the land of the Westerners? And the scribe spoke, saying, At the appointed time, it is likely the location was changed according to who the copy of the book was made for. The dying man is an avatar of the owner. In the older manuscript, this is rendered as some controversy as to whether it... Okay, weird that just kind of ends there. The dead, compare with Kenti Amentu, the foremost of the Westerners, a title later given to Osiris. Sometimes mistaken for a mistranslation on Budge's part, this is actually almost certainly a mistranslation by the ancient scribe. The equivalent portion of the older manuscript is sadly not extant. A lot of VR games also seem very sandboxy and endless, but maybe, yeah, exactly, definitely also true. Or they're like shorter, bite-sized experiences and a selection of them. Yeah, so far this game is pretty fucking neat. The puzzles are now actually starting to get a little more tricky. Like that last one we did was actually relatively difficult. And obviously that took us like a good 20 minutes probably to get through. So yeah, they are actually getting difficult, which is good because the first bunch of them were pretty trivial in my opinion. Got it, lyrics. .html. Cannot load video file. 24 million views. My new song with lyrics. Gotta laugh about this stuff. Laughter is the best medicine. Lol. I've got it. You've got it. He's got it. She's got it. Mommy's got it. Daddy's got it. Baby's got it. Granny's got it. Laddie's got it. Fatty's got it. Happy's got it. Sappy's got it. Everybody's got it. Come on. Jack's got it. Fred's got it. Bob's got it. Dog is fine. Oh. So is it it's an illness then, not like something that's coming to destroy the planet. And I guess it only affects humans. Dog is fine. Of course. Woof, 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 woof. Dancing dog, dancing dog. Everybody's got it. Except dog. Woof. We've got it, we've got it, we've got it. Everybody's got it. Add to playlist. Jack's got it. I don't think it's aliens. I don't think it's something coming to destroy the planet. It's some sort of illness or disease that is affecting humans. Immortality. Disgruntlemeister blogs to see. Episode 204. I don't know about everyone else, but I'm afraid of dying. I don't see any reason to believe there's an afterlife. I'm an organism like any other. When my brain stops working, my consciousness will cease and I will be gone. You know what? I can't just embrace that. Can't say I'm okay with it, or I've accepted or some nonsense like that. I don't want to have an ending. Terrifies me. If I had a genie right now, you don't think you want it? It terrifies me. If I had a genie right now, I'd wish for immortality. Who wouldn't? Oh, but you wouldn't really want to be immortal, the pseudo-philosophers say. Pretentious drivel. Everybody wants to live forever. Maybe everybody deserves to live forever, too. But we can't, so here we are. Live with it. Or rather, don't. Alright. Into an environment straight out of Serious Sam, almost. This is definitely like lifted assets. Which, like, whatever. It doesn't matter, I guess. Where the fuck are my hands? They're there. Talked to a VR gaming community manager a few months back that was telling you about how gender roles change in VR chat, largely based on who you choose as your avatar and the avatar who you're interacting with. Yeah, like it's like whoever the avatar is effectively who the person is. I made a box float. Seriously, it was awesome. Stepper bro and sister-in-law got you a box of chocolate passports for the holiday. Both genius and a curse. What is a chocolate passport? As in, like, chocolates in the shape of a passport? Window through a door. There's our thing. God damn it. Fucking, where's my computer? There it is. My cables are twisted up in a big ol'... IRL stories in game, and there's a real disconnect between their serious real-life problems and their anime avatar. Yeah. VR chat always seems, very odd. Chocolates, oh, I see. Chocolates are in different countries. Approximate size of a passport. I see. Okay. So there's our thing there. I wasn't sure if I was like missing something. It's like I don't know what the fucking chocolate passport is. Just put that down. Okay, we got another one of these guys. VR tingle. Okay, so there's our spot there. Although that's just open. Okay, so yeah, we would need to. Oh, weird that those just kind of spawned in there like that. Gotta check on your flight and stuff. All right, see you for now, Jack. I'm just gonna do a quick little spin there, and I need to untangle this. Holy shit! I've lost like at least a foot here. No, I've definitely lost like 2 of length on my cable. Okay, so how do I do this? So I need to get this. Okay, so I'm thinking I can maybe do that. Oh, there's a thing in there too. Okay, so then I can do this. Connect those guys. That is now interesting because that door is staying open because of lasers going through the door. Made your own hot chocolate using extremely dark chocolate. Oh, that's... Oh, what? Oh, oops, right, because that was not the one that I should have removed. Oh, I guess actually I can just do this. That's what I need to do. What? Oh, that's fine. Okay. Now it's stable. I have not tried touching those balls, no. I'll try touching them. I would assume they would explode. I'll try touching one once I have solved this puzzle. I think we've almost got. So it's interesting how different ones of these take different amounts of time to charge up. I'm just gonna go out the door and I'll come back in and touch the ball. Let's touch some balls. Just like, it's hard to do this because my emotions are actually based on the position of my hands also. Alright, let's touch balls. I'm assuming it's gonna explode. Oh, no it doesn't. Okay, interesting. So there's really no consequence to touching those. Interesting. Bringing a chocolate bar is a superior way to consume it. What Twitch doesn't know won't hurt them. My opinion. So that puzzle, oops. That puzzle was definitely easier again. I guess it's probably as you get to the later sections, because that was in section 7 of A building there. So it's probably these earlier ones are going to be something about a star. These earlier ones are probably going to be easier again. Alright, it's 10:27. This is about when my computer shat the bed yesterday. There's a star in there. So hopefully we have no issues this time. Although the interesting thing is, as far as I can tell, there's no red source here. Okay, so that should definitely charge up here now, enough to let me through. Yeah. Yeah, there's no source of red inside here, so unless it comes from up there, that will make you weirdly homesick. Unless it's possible for us to come up from up there and get a red laser coming out from there. And I don't know. Let's have a quick look and see if it's possible. See if it's possible for me to get outside the walls here. Hopefully I was able to divert some of that sound away from the mic. Okay, as far as I can tell, I can't get outside. Oh, I did hear a computer. Oh yeah, there's a computer over here. Boop, boop. Oh, library assistant. God, I wish I had deactivated the things over there. Hello again. I've been checking your responses against library archives, and in order to assist you further, I need some additional information. Can you tell me what is to you the important difference between a pebble and a tree? A tree is heavier, a pebble is older, or a tree is alive? Ooh, a tree is alive. Good. Now, what is the relevant difference between a tree and a frog? A frog is delicious. A frog is conscious. Now we're getting somewhere. Let's try something harder. What's the difference between a frog and you? What makes you a person? Nothing important. Frogs are people too. I'm self-aware? I think frogs to a certain extent. Well, I don't know. I have feelings. I'm rational. It's one of these two. Either self-aware or rational. I have feelings I don't think is necessarily... maybe. I'm self-aware. This is the answer I've been contemplating as well. Checking user.prof. Done. Though I'm not convinced that view lines up with the definition of a person from Reddit earlier. Still, doubting your assumptions isn't something to fear. It's the intellectual survival instinct. Pleased to see you adapting your ideas to your environment. Let's take stock. I think we can tentatively conclude two things. 1, a person must be rational or self-aware. 2, a person must be conscious. What I suggest we do to help resolve your problem is ask whether you are in fact those things. Are you aware of yourself? Can you rationalize your existence? Yeah, of course. I tend to agree with you, though your responses so far have been a little eccentric. I'm resigned to admit that you are right. The matter of whether or not you are conscious seems rather more elusive. What is consciousness, in your opinion? Frog can't answer this test. Consciousness is what separates us from animals is a logical loop. Because if me being conscious is why I am superior to a frog, say, then I can't say that conscious, well, I guess that is exactly what it is, but consciousness is the feelings and senses. Consciousness is far outside my area of expertise. Consciousness is what it is like to be me. Let's be human and say it's the smart people know that they don't know anything. Consciousness is far outside my area of expertise. That hardly answers the question. What is it in ordinary terms? Can I touch it? What's it made of? Made of neurons, another word for the soul, complex functional system, beyond the laws of physics. I guess probably another word for the soul would probably be the simplest explanation or comparison. Interesting thinking. You know, I really feel like we're making progress. We'll have you through that certification program in no time. In the meantime, I'll mull over your proposal and notify you if I come to any conclusions. Alright, mutation.html. The role of mutation in evolution. Oh my god, I wish I had moved the fucking thing over there. That's so annoying. The role of mutation in evolution is particularly fascinating. Mutation is essentially an error in the organism's central database. A variable gets changed, a piece of information is accidentally doubled or combined with another. Most of the time, the result is the equivalent of a bug, causing anything from minor problems to complete system shutdown, i.e. death. Sometimes the new information is functional, giving the organism an advantage against the challenges it faces, in which case it has a much higher chance of being passed to the next generation. Consider how unlikely a beneficial mutation is and how long it takes for such a mutation to propagate. This process can give you an amazing insight into just how vast the genetic history of each living organism. Simultaneously, it's intriguing to consider what a major role random errors have played in the evolution of life itself. The same process that has killed so many of us, often in horrific ways, is also responsible for our very existence. For Dr. Rocket, Dr. Pepper. Capacity.email. From Trevor Donovan to Alexandra Dredd. EL capacity. Yeah, no worries. EL is not only ridiculously fast, also has a bazillion tons of space. Even while hosting a full copy of the archive, it will totally be able to handle all your project data needs, assuming its output is as you suggested. I mean, the worst case scenario would be like centuries. That should be enough, right? Right? Evolution.html. Favorited by George Jameson. One of the common misunderstandings about evolution, sometimes accidentally promoted by people who should know better, is that it's an active process. Sometimes the term evolve is even applied to individual beings as if some invisible force had driven them to suddenly change. The truth is that individuals don't evolve. The term evolution describes a long-term process that can be observed in an entire population across time due to example, in response to an external threat or challenge. If an individual coincidentally has a trait that allows it to deal with that challenge more effectively than others, it's more likely to pass on that information to its descendants. That information gives them an advantage, so over time they become the dominant model of that species. The individuals experience no significant genetic change during their lifetimes, but each of them is part of the evolution of the species. Alright. Fascinating. Now we get to go away from this puzzle. So we did that side, so let's go over here. If I go into this area, will it stop running that one? I hope so. Alright, over the fence. Wait. Oh, that's it. Oh, interesting. We got a... I'm curious what'll happen to this box when that explodes. Oh, okay. You get the box. That works. Okay, so now that I have a box, my... No, this? Yes. Button on your hand to reset. Oh, there's literally a reset button on my hand. There's the reset button. Thanks for fucking ever... Oh, and there's one on my other hand too. Thanks for ever telling me that, game. Jesus. I would have never thought to look on my hand for a reset button. I was thinking that too. Oh, in Serious Sam 3? You know, actually, yeah, you might be right. I was thinking of like the Serious Sam 1 model. But yeah, that actually might be the Serious Sam 3 minigun model. I wouldn't be surprised. Or at least a modification of that model. Can I put this on the other side? Yes, I can. So now I have a way to get it back over. Boom. Okay, trivial. Alright, onwards to this one. It's called Third Wheel. We got a red source there. Got one of these guys. Got a blue thing there, blue destination there. Got a thing in there. Okay, we've got another one. Okay. I mean, it seems easy enough. That there. Although I might be able to actually... Oops, I didn't mean to do that. I think I need to actually use this last thing here as a weight for this button. Yeah. Okay. Onwards to the final one in this area then. Road of Death. Oh my god. Okay, so we have a jammer. I need to maybe jam that. Can I get this without getting fucking murdered? Yes. Okay. So then if I unjam this, what happens? Not explode. Oh, hold on. I've got a ladder over here. What does that do for me? Wait, what? Oh, I know what I need to do. Epitaph child pro. Just want to make sure that comes. Okay, that comes real close to me. I know what I need to do. Program timed out. Final memory dump. But I was stuck. What was I supposed to do? I see clouds. I need to freeze that on that side. Put the box on top of its head. And then pick it up on the other side again. Okay, freeze it once it gets over to the other side. Go over, pick it up. That's good enough. Take this, put that up there. Thank you for your service. Now please deliver this for me. damn orbit bridges here. Alright. Box is being delivered. Thank you very much. Boom. Get fucking puzzled. Boom. Alright, that's this section.
Cease!
I
In
heard
the
that.
time
Like,
of your
what
ancestors,
the fuck? We
there
have
were
enemies now.
those who did not choose the
That was
path
the
of
suicide
faith.
dude.
You do not need to
sound
fear their
from Serious
ghosts.
Sam.
Fear only that you may become like them.
Yeah, that was pretty blatant. I was expecting an actual one of those guys to be coming and be like, oh fuck, why? The headless bombers is what they're called. Now that I'm thinking about it. I definitely didn't expect that to be a thing that was referenced in this game. Although it is by the same team, so it's not too surprising. Okay, nothing new there. From the one time you played Serious Sam. Yeah, that's a sound that you learn to fucking fear. On their own, individually, they're not too bad. Oh, we need the fan at some point. Actually, let's just have a look and see. On their own, they're not too bad. It's in the big swarms and mixed in with other enemies that they become terrible. Alright, let's do this. You've now unlocked the fan. Oh, and was that the fan that was showing on my hand before? That must have been what that was. Okay, so this is some new mechanic. Even Serious Sam 1, I think, has like at least 8-player co-op, I think. Maybe. Actually, oh, you know what it might be? I think the HD remakes have more player support. And multiplayer. 32 player for Serious Sam 4. I didn't even realize Serious Sam 4 was coming until like a couple weeks ago.
I see all.
Excellent.
I know all. My power knows no bounds. And yet your will is free because you were made to be free. It is the very principle of your existence, without which the trials of this world would hold no meaning. To seek salvation must be your choice.
Alright.
I keep having these dreams. Great empty cities, silent roads stretching for miles, the earth from space, all dark. Not a single light to guide me home. But if someone really came from another world, what would the earth look like to them? A wilderness? A wasteland? I don't think so. Even after thousands of years, they'd see a world shaped by our hand in every aspect of its being. They'd see the cities and the roads, the bridges, the harbors, and they would say, here lived a race of giants. These dreams, they scare me, but they also remind me that we built all of this.
Alright. Moonshot. So, fans are in this, boxes, and those things. We get to learn how fans work. Okay, well, there's a fan right there. Oh yeah, definitely. Serious Sam still holds up really well. It's fucking really good. Okay, so that. I think I understand what I will need to do with that. Maybe. that'll blow up there. So I think what I maybe need to do is link that, put it on top of there, this here, and look at that. Fans are fun! Boom. Achievement unlocked. Uplifted. Alright. Cool. Wait, what's over in that corner? Why is this area so large? Nothing? Okay. Weird, just big empty areas. I feel like some of this music is, some of these little like segments of it are lifted from Serious Sam too. Serious Sam also, rather. Hear a beep boop from a computer. I've come to see that these mysteries are not all for his children to solve. Only the designer himself could ever truly understand the infinite complexity of his creation. I will gaze at his work. Alright, let's go in here. Also, we should look at this. Okay, look at that, whatever that thing is. Like, ceiling grips or something. I wonder what this, like, play button is. Higher ground. I have the high ground, Anakin. So there's some keys there. There's some high ground. Interesting, there's a purple spot here. From here, I can disable all sorts of things. These jammers. Disable that. Wait, oh, that's the... Okay, so that's where the actual thing is. Yeah, the moon is... Is it just me, or does it look like there's something on the left side of the moon here? Maybe it's just a star, but... And walk sushi. Alright, see you later, Council. Thanks for stopping by. Alright, so there's another jammer. Put there for right now. No, I'll put it over here. So this lets us get these keys. I don't know where there's a locked door. Oh, there's a locked door back here. Also weird how that chunk of the wall was missing. Wait, hold on. What was even through that door? There's another key. Oh, okay. I think yeah, so I probably can stop blocking that one, and I might be able to jam that one remotely. There we go. Alright, so now I can take that in, and I should be able to lock some of those explodey boys into this little corner. I think. Some messages here. Child program, blah blah blah. Code name, one with faith terminated here. Worshipped the designer for some number of days and allowed the serpent into its heart. Final memory dump. I asked the designer for forgiveness that I may join him in the eternal memory. Progeny programs at Samsara and sheep. I guess someone met their end here. Seems we're all connected somehow, like just family relations? Different versions, different series? What are we? Who cares? Just be grateful we don't have to read anything more about our great designer. No, this isn't actually... Oh, I see. This is the only way I can actually get in here. Hmm. Oh, wait a minute. Oh. I see. Okay, so I need to take... So I need to get these guys offset, which I have to do with this. I don't want to actually jam that yet, but I will... Put this fucking thing down. I hate that we have to go all the way back over here, like, all the time on this level, but whatever. Unblock that. Jam that. While I'm here, I will jam that guy. Just to get these ones out of sync. That should be good enough. Oh, in fact, shit. Might be able to jam. Oh no, that just wants to jam that. Alright, fine, we'll put that there. So we can take this jammer. Take this jammer. In here. Jam that dude. Let this guy get to like close to that end. Okay. So now they're out of sync. Which lets me get past them. Then I assume I need this still. So now I just need to make sure my gates are open. So I know I can't block the one that is at the very far end there, so I've got to take this one. Oh, wait a minute. The question is whether I can jam this one also. Like Is there... I don't know if there was a gate over that way or not. I can't remember. Where you skin of this protagonist for multiplayer. I wouldn't be surprised. I'm actually a little surprised that there isn't a skin of this guy. Oh, there is a thing here. In the like HD versions that they've got right now. So I don't have... another jammer. Means I can't get in there. So how do I get everything open that I need to have open? There must be a way. Clearly just haven't figured it out. I need... do I need this for that? I think the answer is no. So I have 3 jammers. I need that open. Oh, no, I see how to do this. I put this in here, I jam that. No, I put this in here because I can't unjam this one, so that's the one that I need to let myself through. That needs to be there. This needs to be there. And that will let me get through. Now I go through here, I grab that, put it here, fill myself through here. Boom. We did it. Sweet. Another one down. Does that leave me with only one more? Oh, I guess there's that one too. Go over here and interact with this thing. Accessible. Science Magic, Weight Loss 722, and Arcade Eternal 70 or 81. Science Magic. Though the term science has only meant what it does to us for around 600 years, its practice far predates the name. There is evidence pre-Aristotle which indicates soothsayers, mystics, and the like may have employed basic scientific methods to predict the future and confound their benefactors. One anecdote concerns a palm reader who was exposed when two wealthy clients compared their readings and found them to be identical. In 1948, the tendency to discover deep personal meaning in vague descriptions delivered authoritatively was given a name, the Forer effect. Foray effect? Today it is recognized in all contemporary psychological theory. Weight loss 722. Weight loss blog, latest entry. Oh man, if there's one thing that's good about inevitable death, it's the food. Yeah, baby, I'm gonna have all the horribly unhealthy food in the world. I'm gonna feast on jelly bananas like a crazy monkey on Monkey Christmas. And you know those muffins that have so much chocolate they're basically melting? That's gonna be my breakfast. And burgers, burgers for lunch. I'm gonna have burgers so greasy you could use them to lubricate a whole factory. Triple bacon burgers with double cheese and extra onions and mayonnaise and ketchup and mustard and big fat juicy patties. Then oily thick pizza with spicy salami and barbecue sauce and olives and jalapenos and sour cream. Sour cream on pizza. Yeah, that could be good. Food coma, here I come. It sounds weird, but sour cream on pizza could work, maybe. Arcade Journal 88 or 81. Fascinated by Drennan's project. Lovely conversation, read Talos principle. Greek philosophy, relevance to current situation. Suggested naming Project Talos. Drennan refused, but name seems to have caught on with the team. Tens of thousands of files coming in every hour. Our whole history. Or just listen to that food description. Alright. So that's that. I think this probably makes sense as a spot to stop. Just because we might as well stop now. So tomorrow, I guess once again, we won't do randomizer Saturday because I've still got this room torn apart and I'd still like to finish this game. So randomizers will be back once we are done with VR stuff. I'm just trying to see chat here for a second. So yeah, we'll continue this tomorrow afternoon. So thanks for watching and good night.